list. I guess you do.
Great. You can write my obituary. Charlotte Phelan, dead. Her daughter, still single.
Aibileen, girls are pulling up and the table isn't set. Aibileen, you spilled something.
Forgive me, Lord, but I'm gonna have to kill that woman, Aibileen.
You know as well as I do, every white house should have a separate bathroom for the colored help.
Maybe we should just build you a bathroom outside, Haley. You said to write about what disturbs me. I'm listening. I was raised by a colored woman. I've seen how simple and how complex it can be.
She raised me. She did not.
I'd like to write something from the point of view of the help.
A book like this has never been written before. There's a reason.
These women raise white children, but they can't even use the toilets in our houses.
Cindy, are you in there?
You are fired! I thought I might write my stories down and read them to you. All right, I'm gonna do it. I got to come up with your questions too? Oh.
All right, we're back, guys.
Yes, we are.
Sorry, as I scratched this itch on my eyebrow. So we're back. This time with our review of The Help. Yes, we know it's December. Yes, we know we're on the late train. Yes, we know. But it is the week of the DVD release of The Help.
Yes.
And our fans our fans, requested that we review The Help back in July.
Months ago.
Or June.
Yeah.
But you know, we were
I was in Chicago.
I was on my East Coast gypsy flow.
So we didn't connect, and so now that we connected, we are going to give you our opinion on The Help right now. So
okay, so I went into the movie wanting to hate the movie. So why, Eki? Why? Because it's 2011 and I'm tired of the same story. The Great White Hope. Oh, we're the mammies and we're in need of help to be pulled out of our muck and mire because we're just so desperate and incapable of pulling ourselves up and
out of a situation.
Exactly.
Right. And I too went into the movie wanting to hate it. I had to be dragged in the theater by my mother because she wanted to see it. I totally wanted nothing to do with it because, like Ekamini said, I'm sick of the white hope movies, where basically those movies are white savior comes into a situation with all black people and then they help them or learn something from their situation that they wouldn't have learned unless they,
unless they happened upon them.
Exactly. And I mean, honestly, I'm sick of it. I didn't want to see it, like The Blind Side, all movies, you know what I'm talking about. So I didn't want to see it. That being said, I loved the movie.
Right. With that said, we're torn. I mean,
very torn.
On the one hand, we wanted to hate it because of the...
And in one way, I kind of still do hate it because of that element. I mean, it's still there. But I'd be lying if I said it was a bad movie.
Yeah, I mean, we can't allow our opinions to override the fact that it was a good movie. It was well written.
Good movie.
It was directed very well. I was connected to the actresses, Aibileen, as Viola Davis as Aibileen.
Right.
And Emma Stone as Skeeter. Octavia Spencer as Minnie. I mean, I connected with them. Jessica Chastain as Celia Foote.
Yeah.
I mean, I connected with every single one of the characters, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna knock their hustle. It was a great movie.
But
I mean, I can't take away from that.
I mean, it's hard for and I'm not gonna speak for all black people, but from my own point of view as a black filmmaker and writer, director, and person in general, it gets tiring. It's tiring seeing yourself, going to a movie hoping to be uplifted and always seeing yourself as being the one who is lifted or the person who is helped.
Can we lift somebody up?
Can we lift our own up or lift someone else up? It's just, it's almost like a trend in Hollywood. And I understand that the majority of audiences are white, so they have to tell the story from their point of view. But that you can't discredit us for feeling beaten down by always being in a place of needing to be helped and being the one that you feel sorry for. And it's like we're tired of the great white hope stories. Like, I mean, as a black woman, I want to go into a movie theater and not see myself be beat down be helped or assisted in some way. I like to be a main character, a realistic character in the film who is three-dimensional and not just submissive. And I think it's, you know, when I went to go see the film, we were the only 2 black people in the entire theater, which was strange. And it was a lot of older white people in the theater. And I just wondered, I asked my mom, I said, why are there so many old white people in this movie? And my mom made a joke. She was like, they just want to see how it was in the good old days. But she was joking. But, you know, I have to ask myself, why is it such a popular film amongst older white people? For black people, I think we're ready for a progressive film. I think we're through with the great white savior films and are ready for films where we are the savior and we, you know, our stories are being told without the fist through of white society.
It's just, it's later for that, for real.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just time out for it. We are heading into 2012. I mean, this is just enough. Like, no more. Like, it's done.
I'm tired.
Like,
of it.
no more. The story's been told a million billion times. There's no other way to tell a story. We get it.
We've been
all right.
it.
We got it. Let's move on because there's a lot of more stories to be told in the black community. We are not just one note. We're not one-dimensional. We have a lot of stories to tell. We're just like everybody else. We just have it in a different context. Our culture is a little different, just like everybody else's culture is different. So seeing those stories or seeing just life events occur through our lenses will be refreshing to see. Just get beyond this whole mammy type and this, you know, this woe is me thing. I mean, I'm just done with it. Over it.
Right. I'm assuming anyone who's not African American watching this is probably confused as to why we feel this way. And it's almost an element of black people in society are used to being a minority. We're used to being in a situation where we are the only black people in a situation, are used to being singled out, used to being people staring at us, you know, because we're African Americans. We're not part of the majority. So that is something very normal in our society, in our lives. White people, on the other hand, don't have that experience. They're used to being the majority. When they're somewhere, there's 100 more people like them in that place. So they can't grasp the context of being a minority. That being said, they love movies where they put themselves in a position of being minorities. For instance, Save the Last Dance. You put the white girl in the black city. Of course, she doesn't feel comfortable there. She doesn't know what's going on. So, or any movie where the white person enters the black society and it you know, discovers what it feels like to be a minority. So that's why these films are popular to them, because they put themselves in a situation where they're by themselves. We're done. We're done with that. We know how that feels. So it's not entertainment for us to watch that situation. And also, the reason it's insulting to us is because it's like white people come to us and learn something from our what's the word?
Desperate.
No.
Sad.
No, learn something from our place of
lowliness.
No. They call it, we're editing this all out. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not submission, but oh goodness, I can't think of this word.
Lowly states.
No,
where they're like they're coming to rescue us, and it's like,
yeah,
you know, I'm coming to impart some knowledge, some wisdom to you because you are here and we are here. And it's like a light bulb comes on, like, oh my gosh, I learned more from you than I thought I was gonna give you. It's just like
we're done. We're done.
We're over it.
So bringing this back to the health.
So with that said,
right. We loved the movie, but we hated the movie, and we can be that broken and that torn about this film. So, do we recommend you rent it? Yes, it was a great movie.
Yeah, surprisingly, we still do.
Yes.
I mean, we're gonna take our bias out of it.
Right.
We gave you our, rants and our feelings about it. And with that said, we did give the movie a 5 out of 5. I think it's our second one this year. Didn't we give the Tribe documentary a 5 out of 5? Yeah, that was amazing.
I mean, it deserves it. It was a great film, great acting, great story. I felt it. I cried. I laughed. It totally pulled emotions out of me. But I'm still pissed about this whole great white savior thing, and I'm not gonna lie about it. So yes, go rent the movie.
See it. I mean, it was a very good movie. We can't deny it. I mean, it was. I mean, I was left wanting more. I was surprised that the movie was even as long as it was. I didn't realize it was that long, and it was over 2 hours, a little over 2 hours.
It was long.
But I still wanted more. I know you guys are surprised by our verdict after our rant, but
Yeah.
Don't be offended. We're just telling you the truth because this is how we feel. And this
how
is
it
why we
is.
are the Chocolate Review. So you can come and hear our perspective, see it from our eyes. We're not saying we speak for all black people, but I dare say we speak for a lot
great
of black
majority.
people. Not saying all, but I
A
think
great
they feel the way we
majority of
feel.
them.
So
Yes.
go see the movie. Or actually, well, it's already
Rent
out
the
there.
movie.
Rent the movie, Redbox it. It is worth it. It's a good movie. You know, it's just the stripe, the plight of the black.
You get it tough, man. It's tough, man. It's tough. Being black and watching yourself on screen.
It's tough in these black
It's
streets. Bye, guys.
The Chocolate Review gives The Help 5 out of 5 stars for the following reasons.
Captivating performances. Brilliant story.